Okay. For the next chapter, okay? The first chapter, it's Dada's turn. Abram and Lot separate. Okay. This is chapter 13, Genesis 13. Okay? Dada's turn to hold Manny. Abram and Lot. There's 4 chapters today, so I want to read quick, baby. We focus, okay? Abram and Lot separate. So Abram went from Egypt, he and his wife and all he had, and Lot with him, into Negev. Verse 2. Negev is the place where they went.
Is Negev a city?
Yes, Negev is a city. Verse 2. Now Abram was very rich with cattle, in silver and in gold. Remember, he had a lot of cattle already, and then the king of the Pharaoh of Egypt gave him a bunch more. So he had a lot of cattle and silver and gold. No.
He's good?
Yes. Verse 3. And he journeyed on from Negev as far as Bethel. Bethel's another town.
Is it the city?
Yes, to the place where his tent had been at the beginning, between Bethel and Ai. Verse 4, to the place where he had made an altar at first. And there Abram called upon the name of the Lord, yep. Verse 5, and Lot, who went with Abram, also had flocks and herds and tents. Verse 6, so that the land could not support both of them dwelling together, for their possessions were so great that they could not dwell together. Verse 7, and there was strife between the herdsmen of Abram's cattle and the herdsmen of Lot's cattle. At that time, the Canaanites and Perizzites dwelt in the land. Okay? So the workers of Abram were fighting with the workers of Lot. And then they're talking about these other people that were in the land. I think they're going to take advantage of the situation.
Why?
Because Abram's and Lot's workers are fighting. So these Canaanites, maybe they're going to come and take some sheep or something. I don't know.
Are they bad?
Yeah, they're bad, and so we got to watch out for them. Okay? Verse 8, then Abram said to Lot, let there be no strife between you and me, and between your herdsmen and my herdsmen, for we are kinsmen. Verse 9, is not the whole land before you? Separate yourself from me. If you take the left hand, then I will go to the right. Or if you take the right hand, then I will go to the left. Verse 10, and Lot lifted his eyes and saw that the Jordan Valley was well watered everywhere, like the garden of the Lord, like the land of Egypt in the direction of Zoar. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Verse 11, so Lot chose for himself all the Jordan Valley, and Lot journeyed east. Thus, they separated from each other. Verse 12, Abram dwelt in the land of Canaan, while Lot dwelt among the cities of the valley and moved his tent as far as Sodom. Verse 13, the men of Sodom were wicked. What does wicked mean?
Read it again.
Now the men of Sodom were wicked. What does wicked mean? Remember, that's a vocabulary word from Little Red Riding Hood. What does wicked mean?
Wicked, that's all.
You didn't write it? Yeah, you were going to write the definition, but that means evil, not good.
No, wicked.
Wicked means very bad, evil. Yeah.
Wicked is bad?
Yeah, wicked is very bad. Okay? That's one of your vocabulary words.
How about get away from a bad place.
Yeah. I don't remember, but let's keep reading. Verse 13. Now the men of Sodom were wicked. Who's staying near Sodom? That's where Lot took his family, right?
Why?
And he's staying there. And the men of Sodom are wicked. Great sinners.
Wicked.
They're wicked. They're very bad. They're great sinners against the Lord, it says.
No, why they kept Lot?
Lot chose to move in the Jordan Valley. That's where Sodom was. Lot said, "Oh, they have it's very pretty down there, and they have lots of water for the cattle." So he moved down there. He didn't think about safety though, and safety for his family. There's a lot of wicked people in Sodom. Okay, he didn't think about that.
Could you go to Sodom?
No, it got destroyed by God. Remember last year? Okay, it's going to get destroyed by God later. Okay, but right now, Lot chose to move there. He was foolish.
But the city of Sodom, could you go there?
No, it got destroyed by God. Okay, because they're wicked. They're very foolish. They're very bad there.
Did those wicked people die?
Yes, they all died. Yeah, and only Lot and his two daughters were saved. But right now,
What's his wifey?
we'll find out what happened to his wifey. But right now, chapter 14, or verse 14, okay? The Lord said to Abram, after Lot had separated from him, lift up your eyes and look from the place where you are, northward and southward, and eastward and westward. For all the land which you see, I will give you and to your descendants forever. Okay? So right now, that's where Israel is. And the promise to Abraham, you and your descendants will get this forever. That's God's promise to Abraham, that they get that land. And that's modern day Israel, Ezekiel.
Why did they get that land?
Because that's God's promise to Abraham.
Sodom?
Okay? No, not Sodom. Abraham's in Canaan. Remember?
Canaan?
Lot chose to go down to the Jordan Valley.
No, is Canaan a city?
No, Canaan's like a place. That's a land.
No, Canaan, the person. Canaan.
There's a person, Canaan, but now we're talking about the land. It's like a province.
No, there's two kings.
Okay, there's a person named Canaan. It was Seth's son, I believe. Okay, this is an area called Canaan.
No.
Okay, it's like a state, like California. This is called Canaan. Okay, it's an area.
Dada.
What?
Wait. Canaan and Canaan are confusing. I don't know what.
Okay, there's a Canaan. That's Seth's son. Noah's son Seth, he had a son named Canaan. And they were making fun of Noah. Okay? What we're talking about today is, we live in Los Angeles County, right? Okay? Abram lived, the county where he lived, Canaan. You understand?
Yeah.
It also happens to be someone's name, but it's also the place where Abram lived. Okay? The place was called, what's this place called? Canaan. You understand?
But it's confusing to me.
Yeah, it's very confusing, but just know, that's the name of a place, and we read about a person named Canaan too. Okay, keep reading, baby. Or let's keep reading. Verse 16, I will make your descendants as the dust of the earth.
Dada, at the next chapter, could I hold in?
Yes. Your descendants also can be counted. Verse 17, arise, walk through the length and the breadth of the land, for I will give it to
I will give it to you.
Okay, read verse 18. That's the last one.
So,
Come on.
Abraham.
Abram. He's Abram then.
Why?
That's before God changed his name. Okay? We're going to find out when God changes his name.
Abram is his nickname.
Okay, fine. Right now, he's Abram.
No,
Okay.
so Abraham moved his. So Abram moved his tent and came dwelt by the oaks of
Mamre. Yeah, that's good.
Huh?
Mamre. Keep reading, son.
Memory?
Yes.
I did it good.
You did it good. Keep reading, son. Keep reading, baby.
Which are at Hebron, and there he built an altar to the Lord.
Siki, that's the end of Genesis 13. Do you have any question?
No.
Okay.